This question is, this person was hitting some power PRs and then got sick and looking for recommendations to come back. I would say, first general rule, don't rush it. Be patient with yourself. Don't just jump back in exactly where you were. Yeah, be patient with yourself and ease back in. Kind of rushing it is the best way to stay sick, get sick again, drag this out longer. So, yeah, just no hurry. A lot of it depends on how sick you were, how much time you actually had off. Either way, I would start with a couple of easy rides. We're talking true recovery rides. That's nasal breathing intensity. That's less than 60 minutes. That's a TSS below 30. Even better if the TSS is below 20. Once you get through a couple of recovery rides, try some open rides, kind of 1 to 2 hours, depending on how you feel. Basically, you want to finish those rides feeling hungry for more. That's the goal, is to pull the plug before you are feeling tired. I like to have people try some organic intensity on these rides, meaning like I'm not going to give them a set of intervals, but that way you can really kind of see how a person is feeling if you just give them a bit of a more organic goal. So I often prescribe like a rolling tempo ride. People that are coached by me have seen this a lot. It's just a very diesel ride, emphasis on steady pressure on the pedals, kind of tempo, threshold intensity on the climbs. And basically, we just want it to be spicy as it's fun. And if it's not fun, then you're not going to let it get spicy. And that's a good indication that you're probably maybe not still sick, but probably still tired, and possibly still sick. So those kind of organic intensity rides are a really good indication of kind of where you're at. So when you get a good result out of a rolling tempo ride, that's a good license to get back into, quote, normal training. Depending on how long you're off, is gonna kind of dictate how much you're gonna modify, like target wattages. When I say a good result out of a rolling tempo ride, assuming your FTP is set correctly, we're looking for 50, 60, maybe 70 TSS per hour is a good indication that you are feeling good and that intensity is feeling good. And that's what we want before we start getting back into intervals. So if you've had kind of more than 3 to 5 days off, you might lower target wattages on your kind of first interval sets by 5% ish, 5 to 10 watts for a lot of people. If you're well trained and you're needing to target below 10 or 15% of your previous power ranges, I would consider if you're still sick. That's a significant amount to lose unless you were off for a really long time. We don't know how long you were off. That's not indicated here. So I would just keep that in mind. If you're having to lower by kind of more than 10%, something's not right unless you really did have a significant amount of time off. Less trained athletes will lose a higher percent. That's just the nature of it. The more fit you are, the more you'll hang on to that fitness. And also, this is just, it's worth noting that it is a bit of a learning opportunity. Peak fitness is this really delicate period. And a lot of people, it's really normal to get sick kind of during or after a peak. And that's why we don't stay peaked for very long, because it is this very delicate state. And so, this is an opportunity for you to learn kind of where did your fitness get to, what led to you getting sick, and is there a way that you can kind of just clock this information and keep it in your mind for next time that you attempt to do a peak. Did you possibly try to hold it too long? Did you kind of get behind on sleep during a peak? That kind of thing. So those would be things that I would be thinking about just in terms of planning for next time.